do butterfly arms, so hands behind your ears, squeeze your back, squeeze your chest. Pinch it away, hips together. And shoulder circles, both directions. Just relax your arms, pull the shoulders around. Snow angel arms. So we got our hands by our sides, pinkies touch your hips, thumbs out, up to thumbs together, back to hips. We'll keep our left hand by our hip, palm away. Right hand palm toward the camera, and just switch back and forth. All right, they'll do a few neck circles each direction. Just listen up if you're not sleeping. They'll do a high knee and lean back. So grip your knee, bring it up, lean it back. Find your balance. Grip, pull, and lean. Grip, pull, lean back. One more each side. Then other direction. So butt kick, lean forward. Switch. Butt kick, lean forward. One side. And yellow white stance, starfish, toe touch. Crossing over, touching opposite toe, back up top every time. Back up top. So nice wide stance. Toes are out. We're going to keep our arms up and then squat down as low as you can go. Hold it. And we'll shift it side to side. Next time you hit your left side, just stay there. Squat into it. And a nice deep stretch in your inner thigh. And switch sides. Back to center, hips high, head low. Tighten your back, hinge it back up, walk it in. Then dino hug, so arms out wide, cross them over, open back up. Then slightly wider stance, side reaches. Then reach as far as you can, switch. Pause there. One more. So put both our hands behind our back and lock our fingers. Tighten your upper back, your chest, and lean it forward. As far as you can, take a full stretch. Hold it for 3 seconds. Pull it back up. The reason for keeping your hands behind your back is it helps you keep your back tightened. If your arms are down here, it tends to roll over. Do 3 more. All right, last stretch, we'll do a figure 4. It's a walking motion. You could either just kind of pace it, ankles crossed, have a seat, back and forth, or you can just grab a hold and bring it up. Either one's great. So either cross, sit, back and forth, or you can grab and pull up. Whichever feels better for you. One more each leg. All right, go ahead and grab a sip of water. All right, for those who don't know, I'm JJ. Happy to be here. We're gonna need at least 1, if not 2 weights today. Again, you can use, I bought dumbbells at Target for like 15 bucks. They're great. Kind of silly looking, but they work. But also like a gallon jug of water, cans of soup, water bottles, and like that works. We're doing 2 sets of exercises. We'll do the same exercise twice back to back. First time 40 seconds, second time 45 seconds. I'll explain right before we go. So first exercise called the clean. We got our weight. We're gonna hold it by in front of our hips if it's a dumbbell, to the side if it's a bulky weight. Gonna squat down till the weight's about your knee height. Hop your hips forward, launch the weight to your shoulder. Bring it back down. So this here, so there. It's a little bit in your shoulder for like a shrugging pulling motion, but most of the weight is in your hips. So pop. On your mark, Get set, and go. If you have two weights, you're welcome to do both sides at the same time. If not, just one for about 20 seconds. Then we'll switch. And we're just going to pause our shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, keep it up. If you're doing both sides, just keep going. And rest. Quick break. Right back into it for round 2. And one side or both sides, really up to you. I'm going to do both this time just to get myself a little more worked up. 3, 2, 1, begin. Right over your knees, back tight. Launch up to your shoulders, pause, back down. Really quick motion. Starting to breathe a little heavy, that's a good sign. If not, maybe try to speed it up a little bit. About 15 seconds. And rest. All right, next up, beneath the couch. Sit to stand. So I'll sit to stand, basically, all we're doing. Pull the weight to your chest like a goblet. You can place them both on your shoulders. You can hug them to your chest, either way works. And just hips back, squat down slow, take all the weight off your legs, and stand back up. On your mark, get set, begin, up and down. If you don't have anything to sit on, just pause at the bottom. It's gonna be a warm day indeed. Already sweating. Keep it going. Looking awesome. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Anytime you need it, you're welcome to grab a drink of water. Just try to sip it, not gulp it. The birds are cheering you on. Round 2 and 3, 2, 1, begin. Of course, if you want it harder, you can always grab a double weight. Or move faster. That's moving slower makes it harder too. $15. And rest. Next up is called bicep twist. So it's really just a bicep curl, but you're gonna keep your palms facing your waist. When you curl up, you rotate. So waist to face. Again, one arm at a time, or if you want to do both, you can. The key with this guy is you don't want to swing. You don't want to be doing any kind of this motion. Make sure you pause at the bottom, pause at the top. Mark, set, begin. Waist to face. Waist to face, bicep curls. Keep breathing. And quick rest. Three, two, one, round two, and begin. Curl waist to face. If you want to make it harder, just try to go slower. That's great. Just keep doing what you're doing. 15. And rest. All right, next one will kind of depend on your weight. If your weight ends up being too heavy, try to find something a little bit lighter, or do it without weights. Your weight shoulder. So we're going to raise our weights directly in front of ourselves, then out to the side, then upright row. It's a little bit easier to see. Forward, out, shrug. On your mark, get set, begin. So forward raise, out to your side, then straight up. Elbows flared, glutes together, yep. Go for it. Forward, out, straight up. Forward, out, straight up. Oops, wrong way. Forward, out, together, and flared. My bad, I messed up a little. 10 seconds. Forward, out, flared up. And rest. Take them out. A warm summer. 3, 2, 1. Round two, and begin. Forward, out, together, and up. Forward, out, together, up. Or it's on your own pacing. You can go faster or slower than me. I'm just trying to find that middle ground. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, one more time, we're going to use the couch. This one, again, with or without a weight. If you have a weight, just hold it in the hand that's on the ground. We're going to take one leg, place it on top of your couch, and we're just going to squat down with it. So if my left leg's back on the couch, I'm holding the weight with my right hand. I usually hold it opposites. This one tends to kind of bump around a bit. They'll throw your balance off forward. On your mark. Hope that makes sense. Ready, set, go. Ankle on top, pop it out, squat it down. Split squat. Looks good. Okay, it's a little tricky on balance. And switch legs. Switch arms to the weight if you have one. And keep going. And rest. Want to build leg strength at home? This is one of the great ways to do it. Always burns me out. All right. Round 2. Find your balance. Ankle up. Mark. Set. Begin. Make sure you're nice and tall. Don't want to bend your back too much. And switch legs. Switch arms. Keep it going. Ten seconds. 2, 1. Rest. Shake it out. Remember, always go drink of water if you need it. Got about 3 more to do. All right, next ones will be on the ground. So fly pause, which means we're gonna lay on our back, pull the weights up, one arm at a time, then pause in the middle. So arm, arm, pause. Laying on our backs. Down to the ground. If you have one weight, you can just kind of switch between while you're up top. On your mark, get set, begin. So one arm fly, one arm holds, other arm flies, both hold, and keep going. So fly, fly, hold. Fly, fly, away. Fly, fly, hold, and quick break. So the weight's down. One more round, about 10 seconds. And grab your weights. 3, 2, 1, begin. Fly, fly, pause. Fly, fly, pause. So about 10 seconds. And rest. Next up, weighted bridge. So we'll have a weight on our waist. Heels close to your hips. Ankles and knees about hip distance apart. And just push your hips to the ceiling. Make sure your head is, there's no weight on your head, so you're able to wiggle your neck around if you need to. All the weight's on my shoulders. You could pulse it, hold it, or mix the two together. That one's up to you. So bridge, pulse, or hold, and 3, 2, 1, begin. Either way, just make sure to really squeeze your glutes at the top. Posterior chain exercise. And rest. Quick break, about 10 seconds. Three, two, one, round two, begin. Or pulse, hold, or find the two together. The way, just breathe. Halfway there. Hmm. 15. 10. And rest. All right, we're gonna roll it over. Next motion is called plank drag. We'll do a hand plank, so get hands beneath your shoulders, tighten everything up, so straight line from shoulders to heels. We're gonna grab a weight, basically touch your hip, bring it back up. So you're kind of drawing a big line from up here down to here. You can drag the weight on the ground depending on the weight, on how heavy it is, or just kind of bounce it back and forth. Kind of makes sense. On your mark, get set, plank and drag. If you want to just hold a plank, go for it. Or you can use your hands to just touch the ground, both spots. Belly button faces the ground though. And rest. You notice we didn't switch sides. We're going to do that right now. Switch opposite side. We're going to do that for 40 seconds as well. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Plank. Remember your options. Hold the plank. You can drag the weight, touch it back and forth, or use your hands to touch the ground. Try to keep your belly button to the ground if you can. Three, two, one, and rest. All right, guys, water break. Ground sip. We all hanging in there? Thumbs up, seeing some smiles, some nods. Good. Awesome. All right, let's do a balance exercise. We'll do a little bit of abs, and then we'll stretch out. The balance exercise will keep it pretty simple. Shift our weight to our left leg or right leg. Knee in the air. We'll kick it back. Lean forward. Bring it back up. If you want a couch or something nearby in case you start to fall over to grip it, that's great. 40 seconds, each side. So again, my left leg's on the ground, my right knee's up. Straight tall, kick it back, try to make myself parallel if I can. Couch is there if I need extra support. Bring it back up. Try to get this leg off the ground the entire time if you can. ready, set, knee up, and go. So lean it forward, pull it back, lean it forward, pull it back. 10 seconds. Keep falling over. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Switch sides. This time I do my right leg on the ground, left leg in the air. On your mark, find your balance, knee up, and time begins. Try to keep in mind which side has more balance. Try to work that one a little bit harder. Or the one that has less balance will work harder. My bad. About 10 seconds. And rest. All right, down to the ground. Let's do some hip pops, also known as inverse crunches. So arms out to your side. You gotta bring your knees to your chest, hands down, and pop your hips off the ground if you can. Tiny little motions, all you need. Just engage your abs, squeeze, attempt to pick it up. Or if you're really strong, you can try to go all the way up. That's pretty hard to do. Ready? 30 seconds. Mark, set, begin. All right, just a tiny pop off the ground is all you need. Remember to breathe. Five seconds. And rest. Next one's called V-touch. So you have your legs in the air like a big V, and just cross touch them. On your mark, get set, begin. Cross touch, touch. I'm kind of cheating by grabbing my leg too. Not supposed to do that. Thanks. Three, 2, 1, rest. Next one's roll-ups. Like it's a Pilates motion. Arms behind your head. And then roll it up. And then once you get here, start sitting up with it. Try to avoid using momentum and touch your toes. Roll all the way back down. Try to fill your spine so one vertebra at a time. On your mark, get set, begin. Roll up. No momentum, all control. Touch your toes. Slowly roll it down, all control. Nice and easy. Keep going, keep going. Do one last roll up. Touch your toes. Roll it down nice and slow. Rest. Last motion, roll it over. Swimmer. We're gonna lie face down. Arms are out. We're gonna do a big arc, kind of like our snow angels. Legs gonna kick like you're swimming. Swimmer to swim. 3, 2, 1, go. Keep swimming, just keep swimming, like Dory says. Ten seconds, keep swimming. And rest. Lay down, relax for a second. All right, we're staying laying flat. Use our left arm as a pillow. Kick up your right ankle and grab a hold. Basically a quadricep stretch, front of your thigh. And release, switch sides. Other leg. Place both hands by your shoulders. Push up as high as you want to go. Upward dog pose. I'm up all the way. If you want to hang out down here in Sphinx, you can. Hips up and back, legs straighten. Gently march it out. One heel down at a time. Then knees down, hips back, arms out. Child pose. So push up to tabletop, which means your hands are at below your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. Here, just cat to cow, so chin to chest, back arches up. Head comes up, stick out your sternum. Back and forth at your own pacing. And back to center. Take our left arm and reach to the sky. The goal is to have a straight line from your left fingertips to your right. Close you can get at least. Then we'll thread the needle so our arm comes between our arm and leg. I'm going to rest on your shoulder, hips in the air. Kind of push back and roll so you feel it in your shoulder or your upper back. Gentle release. Other side, so right arm up in the air. Close to a straight line as you can get. And thread. Arm comes between my arm and leg, shoulder rests on the ground, kind of pushing back till I feel a stretch in my upper back. And gentle release. Next move is a little stretched, a little difficult to explain. So we're going to be laying face down, both hands by our shoulders. Going to shoot one arm directly out. This arm's going to push up and away, so you feel the stretch right here. So we're laying face down in that motion. Face down, both hands by our shoulders. Right arm shoots directly out, so it's nice and straight. Going to push up at my left side and roll over. So you feel the stretch in the arm that's straight out to my side. And back to center, same idea, other side. So both hands by shoulders, left arm out, right hand pushes up, roll to my left. You feel the stretch in your left pec and arm and shoulder. And back to center. Push back up to seated. We're going to shoot our left leg out. Take your right shoe, bring it up to the inside of that left thigh. And a nice tall spine. Try to go directly forward from the hips. Just leaning forward into it. Nice tall spine. All inner thigh. Then we'll sit up nice and straight. Switch legs. Right leg out, left shoe inside my right hip. Tall spine. Try to go directly from the waist forward. Doesn't matter how far you go, we're trying to make sure you get a nice stretch in the inner thigh. Most thoroughly ignored spot, everybody. That and the hands. Nice gentle release. Couple wrist circles, couple neck circles. All right, fantastic job, everybody. You're all good to go. Happy Monday. Hope it's a productive one.